because this is a PSA, public service announcement. Okay, and if you're the one who sent that email because you told us that you watch our YouTube channel, you better know that I am not scared of you. The only person that and I know I'm Googleable. Just Google me, Siza Chaplin. You'll find me there. I am on Google. In order for you to be able to release it, I'll be like, boy, bye, block, delete. You know,
When did I win?
You did not win anything. Okay, spoiler alert.
Yes.
Did you enter any competition?
Exactly.
No.
Yes.
So how are you winning when you did? Child.
Ponzi schemes be like that. They say, "Oh yeah, you give us $350, we get $19,000."
Like play with your mind.
And all you're thinking of, man,
aeroplane is gone.
it's gone. It's gone. So,
It's got. Ask my mother. My mother has been aeroplaned too many times. Trump built his hotels and
New York.
failed.
Miami, Florida,
And failed
and fell.
in New Jersey.
Oh, Atlanta City.
Thank you. Everybody knows. Let's chill. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Siza Chaplin. I'm here with my co-host.
Yes, what's going on? What's popping, everyone? It's your boy, Coach LJ. What's going on this evening or morning or whenever you decide to watch it?
Today, we're going to be talking about something really, really important: cyberbullying and online scams. We know the internet is an amazing place.
Yes, it's never defeated.
But it can be also dangerous, you know, and if you're not careful, you can be caught up in the crossfire. And I woke up 2nd of February. In fact, I was sent an email 2nd of February, which I happened to see it on the 4th of February from an anonymous person. I will be reading the context of that email as you keep watching, because this is a PSA, public service announcement. That email shook me to the bone. I will not lie. As much as I know that God is my protector, but something like that just comes to you unannounced. Of course, they're not going to announce it, but, you know, randomly like that. Yeah, things like that happen in the movies. You know, they don't happen to regular people like myself. So we thought it would be a great opportunity to actually speak on that and give an awareness. Yes, people know, but people still get caught up. You know, people still believe the lies. People still, believe being threatened and the scares and all that. And listen, your life is not in people's hands. And that's the same thing. The first thing that I said when I read that email, I told myself, my life is not in this person's hands. Yes, they are attempting my life. They are threatening my life. But if it's time, listen, hey, I'll be dying in the Lord. Okay. And if you're the one who sent that email because you told us that you watch our YouTube channel, you better know that I am not scared of you. The only person that I'm is God. And I'm not even scared of God. I fear him as in reverence, fear, but not as in fear, as in trembling fear. If anybody chooses to take somebody's life, that's his sin or her sin. And we shouldn't feel threatened by other people who want to take our lives just because of their selfish desires. Having said that, we'd like to talk on what cyberbullying is, because some other people don't really know what cyberbullying is. They probably think it's just the 411 scams. Is it 411? What do they call them? 411. Yeah, the 411 scams, where our Nigerian brothers and Indian brothers, you know, our Pakistani brothers, are behind some computer, because those countries, well, people are smart. So that's why they can come up with these things.
Yes, it could be Asian too.
Asian brothers.
You never know. It could be Asian too.
It could be anybody.
Anyone is good with the technology.
Right?
Anyone that's good with the technology.
Sitting behind that computer and thinking they can dictate their lives to anybody else or to whoever that they're trying to scare. I know people who have been caught up in the crossfire. I know people who have believed the lies. I choose not to believe the lies. I don't care how much you come at me. If you decide to kill me, good for you. Then I guess you benefited something by killing someone. But this I say, and I say out loudly, let us not be threatened by people behind keyboards. They do not own our lives. So what is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is when someone uses the internet social media, or even text messages and emails in my case, to harass, intimidate, or embarrass someone. We've seen in many instances where they threaten to showcase your nude pictures, pictures that you don't want the world to see. Thank God I have none of those. So when they said I have your pictures, I'm like, well, I have them too, because I know they have no compromising pictures out there. Thank God. That's why it's very important what you put out there, because
it's very
it can
important.
come and
Yes,
catch up on you. Because I would be panicking if I knew that I had something.
Yes. Because you gotta remember because the video. You gotta remember the images that you put up maybe 5 years ago. That's not that you forgot about.
They can pull them.
They can put them up. Because they know how to go into the data. To get even probably the images that you deleted, they probably know how to grab the images.
But this is what I'm saying. Even if you have compromising pictures out there, we've seen people nude. It's not a new thing. They will expose you. You will trend for a day or two, a week at the most, and then they'll move on to somebody else. Okay? And people are doing things with AI nowadays anyway, so they're going to make you trend whether you like it or not, if that's what they choose to do.
Yes.
But all I'm saying is that I was not going to fall for that, because first of all, I don't have the kind of money they want, and if they think that I have that kind of money, thank God, it means I look rich and richness is coming to me. But let us not be allowed to be harassed, intimidated, nor abused by people who just think they can make money off us.
Yeah. And one thing I would say too, because this another thing too, as you go higher, we think this is something, but as we grow and be more out there, then we could be seeing more threats. So we got to also always be aware and be alert and protect yourself for things like this, because as we go higher, and we want to go higher, we're not afraid. We want to go higher, but we got to be aware. Okay, you know what? Things like this could even magnify and get worse, because they're gonna want to extort you.
Exactly.
So you definitely got to protect yourself. Like you said, you got to be clean and do everything. Dotting your I's, crossing your.
So one of the examples of cyberbullying, mean comments on social media, because people feel like they can be anonymous, just like the person who sent me the email. They were anonymous and they think they cannot be traced. How very unsmart, because you can be traced. Spreading false rumors about people.
Yeah.
Posting their private pictures or messages without permission. Those people who like to screen grab people's conversations. That is cyberbullying, because you didn't ask for permission.
Yeah.
Right? Sending threats and hurtful messages like the one that I received.
Yeah, I agree. And I would like to say this too, because we even have cyberbullies, people that's even in leadership. That be cyberbullying people, threatening people and doing things like, to try to intimidate, to get people to feel intimidated, and that's cyberbullying as well.
Absolutely.
People even in leadership using their authority to scare people.
And we know Elon Musk is a big cyberbully. He is. The things that he says on online. Some of them I don't think he thinks about. And, we know a few people, which we won't name names.
Yes, we definitely know.
That's cyberbully as well. They just think that they are above the law and nobody can touch them. And we've seen that they are. But, hey, we're not there. We are here.
Yeah, even the U.S. is a little bit cyberbully, too, because they try to bully the rest of the world.
Look at TikTok. That was cyberbullying, I think. Threatening TikTok to sell or else they'll shut it down.
Yeah. That could be. Trying to force them to do something that's Yeah, so that could be a cyberbullying.
So why is cyberbullying dangerous? It can cause emotional stress, anxiety, depression, and even lead to self-harm. We've seen people kill themselves because they've been cyberbullied.
Yes, a lot.
We've seen people decide to eliminate their lives. We've seen people decide to, change the way they live because they've been cyberbullied. So it makes victims feel very unsafe, even in their own homes, because the person that sent me this letter anonymously indicated my address and indicated a church that they thought was our church, but unfortunately for them, it was actually a family church member's church. But still, I mean, it means this person has been following me.
Yes.
Or being,
yeah, I remember, because your information is out there on the internet, they could easily get some information about you.
Yeah, in America, you're paying only $5 to get personal information about people off the net.
And all they gotta do is Google your name or whatever.
And I know I'm Googleable. Just Google me, Siza Chaplin. You'll find me there. I am on Google. But jokes aside, when people feel threatened, it can damage reputations and friendships, because the way that this email came in, and I am going to read it to you, I promise. Just stick with us. We're going somewhere. The person says that they were sent by a person that I call a close friend, and I have a very small circle of close friends. So that makes you now start sniffing at people who are innocent. Oh, did you try to do this to me? Oh, did you? And I kind of investigated in my own way with the people that I call close friends, and they were so clueless. Well, maybe they could act clueless.
You're right.
You see, I'm questioning now. Which is not supposed to be. So they start putting questions in your mind. They start making you think that the people that claim to love you, or people that not even claim, the people that love you are the ones who are actually your enemies, so it really will then strain relationships, because now it's making me not trust people that I'm supposed to trust.
Yeah.
So how do we protect ourselves from these cyberbullies?
How do we protect ourselves? Like, it's, again, don't dot every I's, cross every T's. One of the things, though, definitely don't put uncompromised things on the internet.
Exactly.
That should not be on the internet and come back and bite you. So that's one way to protect yourself. We understand that some information we gotta use on the web, because we need, we want to buy a house, or want certain loans. So some of this information, some of this data does go out on the web, because without putting that information out there, then we would not get the loan, or we would not get in the house. But being careful on what you putting out there, and then also having two factors identifications. A lot of times having these more than one protections, because even like on Google or whatever, you can have your password, you can have a authentication, you can take maybe a screen, a face recognition, whatever it is. But all these different security that you could do. You do that, because even like with myself, I even got, are we going to talk about that?
Yes, we're coming to that.
Okay.
We're still talking about cyberbullying. He's way ahead. How do we protect ourselves from cyberbullying? Never respond to hate.
Yes, never. I don't know. I like it. I respond to everyone, so I can say that I respond to, even if we get hate on the channel, I'm gonna respond to you, and I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna turn it around. But that's the thing, how I look at it. I see everything. I'm a positive person, so I don't care how much you hate me. I'm gonna flip it. I don't care how much you hate me, and that's why I would tell someone, don't beat yourself up so much or be down because you're getting hate. If you're getting hate, you know what? It lets you know you're doing something. You are doing something good if you didn't hate.
To the point, never respond.
I'm going to respond.
Either block or report bullies.
Okay, yeah, that's one thing you can do. Block and report, yeah.
Because that can get to you emotionally.
Yes.
Keep your personal information private. All right? Don't share or overshare your stuff online.
Good one.
I see some people share their plane tickets and not block certain information of the plane ticket. We're not saying don't share the ticket, but there's certain codes on your plane ticket, for example, that people are not supposed to see, because with those codes, a person can simply take that code and go and check and find all your personal information. So yes, you are trying to create content, but be very careful as you do.
Be vigilant. Be very vigilant.
Talk to someone if you trust. You are being bullied, just like I'm talking to you guys, and I shared it on my WhatsApp is immediately when I caught it, because I didn't want to entertain the enemy. I wanted to tell on that enemy to say, hey, you got the wrong woman. I said, try next door. Okay. I don't care if you know my apartment number. I don't care if you know which church I go to. I don't care if you know my husband's name and how we live our lives and where we work. But you know what? If it's time for me to go, it is time for me to go.
Yes.
And if it's your hand that's going to take me, then so be it. But I will not be threatened or be made scared and change my life for you because of your selfish needs. Number 2, we're going to talk about online scams. Don't fall for them.
Don't fall for it like I did.
Somebody did. Now let's talk about these online scams.
Yes.
How did you get to fall for them?
Because they're getting, I mean, it's getting, it looks
They're getting
real.
more and more real.
More and more
Yeah.
real. It's the thing, too. I know better. But
Because this was not your first time. Them
just
remember
that.
the computer thing as well. We end up paying for the whole year. Paying some Indian company. You can hear the accent is so thick. But you know what? Also, let's not blame the accent because we got a lot of American companies who are
who hire
using
overseas,
third
parties,
call
centers,
centers.
yes.
So of course there's going to be accents here and there of other countries.
Yeah,
And in fact, majority of the call centers are abroad because they want cheaper labor.
They want cheaper labor.
But then there's ways to validate the authenticity of these emails or of these places.
Yes.
So because a lot of people, including my husband here, have been tricked,
Yes.
into giving them money and personal information. And he's seen some. In fact, have you received your bank card already?
Yes, I did.
Thank God.
I did.
Because he had to
did.
cancel everything and
Yes.
stop everything because money was coming out.
Yes, money was.
Was the bank able to reimburse you?
They said 90 days. Yes, it's like it's on trial for 90 days.
So he lost the money in the meantime, and we were hoping that.
No, I got it back.
Oh,
They gave it back, but it's like a 90-day credit
Oh, okay.
just to do their due diligence.
Okay.
So it could be returned if it shows that I gave my rights to them. So, but I didn't. But you never know what the banks is. You're in their hands. So, but we pray that everything works out. But
It's a lesson learned.
It's a lesson learned. And the thing is, I knew better because they are. It is so real. But the thing is, again, when you purchasing things online, anytime if you're dealing with hospitals, government, motor vehicle, whatever, they never send you text messages.
They do not.
They don't send you emails.
Not in the United States.
Yeah, not in the United States. They don't send you text messages.
They will mail you a letter with what's this?
A head letter.
A header. Yeah.
So they have a header, but you could clone the headers though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could clone
But
headers.
you can tell legit and non-legit.
Yes, you can tell legit.
I mean, I work in a tax office, and we've had people who've cloned W-2s, and we're like, come on, we're not that stupid, are we? You can tell. So the line's a bit fainty. Something is a little offish.
Yeah, son, and that's what it was. It was. I mean, the text message was a little offish, but I fell for it. And that could happen to anyone.
And this is because you're doing things in a rush.
I'm doing things. Yeah. So that's another thing too.
But
Let me know.
When it has to do with your money, no rush.
No, slow down. I was doing things slow down because I was in a rush. I knew better. I know, because it was a ticket, and I mean, it has the date, it has the ticket, it has what I done and how I done it, and I knew I was trying to pay for it, and I knew that was the last notice or whatever, and they was telling all the different details. I wish I would have kept the text message, but I blocked it and deleted it, so it went away. But
how do you block and delete evidence?
I know. I mean, I didn't know it was gonna get deleted though after I blocked it, but I should have screen grabbed it before I done it. But yeah, it's so I knew it because but they have all these information. Say your license is gonna be suspended, all this kind of stuff, and
so because they know the lingo. What are the common scams to watch out for?
As we know, the SMS, which is text messages.
So they call. So let's start by you want to start with the text messages, okay? The SMSs, okay? Because that's how you are caught.
That's how I was caught. Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's not funny.
They have links. As well.
That's a lot of money.
They have links now as well with the SMSs and text messages.
Yes, they have and that's what happened.
And
they
don't
told me
press a link.
That's what they did. They
never
press the link. And that's what they did. They say okay, and this I knew I should have known better because they say put Y. That's another thing they tell you to do, and you got to do another step. Put Y. Go out and then the link will be live, and that's how they got me as well. And so so
all these red flags, you never.
All these red flags, And but my mind was on the ticket because I knew I had to pay for it.
And this is the thing,
And I wasn't
waiting for last minute, because that
yes,
ticket,
you're right. Later for procrastinating. See what happened when you procrastinate
because that ticket has been on him for
for a long
now.
time. So all I was thinking about was the ticket.
Because his license was going to be suspended.
Yeah,
if he
so
doesn't pay.
that's
So
all
they
I'm thinking
caught
about.
him.
That's all I'm thinking about. Well, my license was going to be suspended. My mom was on the ticket, not necessarily on the text messages, because I know better. But see, this is what happened when, because you never know. Sometimes this is why I said you got to be careful what you're saying and what you said you won't do and would do, because when you're in a situation, sometimes you can know better, but you still do something.
Yeah.
You could be tempted, and you know how people have been tempted and say, man, if that was me, man, that would have never happened to me. You don't know that.
Never say never.
Never say, you don't know that, because when you in that situation, you don't know what you would do. So this is why you never want to say what you would not do, because when you're in that situation, you possibly, but this is why we are bringing it up, so that when you are in a situation like that, you're able to be more aware. Another thing too, don't wait till the last minute like I done, and so that you won't be pressured. You're able to think clear. So yeah.
So other examples of common scams is the phishing emails.
Yes.
If you go to almost everybody's spam, even if you have like the blockers, they still have a way of penetrating somehow.
Yes.
And thank God for spam, because now at least spam catches some of them.
Yes.
But then some get through into your regular email as well. So fake emails, pretending to be from a bank, pretending to be from a company that's going to give you a prize.
Yes, a prize. Yes,
Yeah.
that you get that a lot. A prize, Amazon, PayPal. It can
Like
be
the
all
most common things that they know you're using as well.
Yeah.
Because I think they have a way of also tracking your digital footprint, so
Yes.
they kind of know what you like to, which site you like to visit.
Yes.
So they kind of use that as well, and so that to make it look legit. So they will say, so for example, like during the festive season, like the Christmas season, they know people are buying a lot of gifts, and they're using your Amazons, et cetera, et cetera. So they'll be using Amazon a lot, or they'll be using the postal service, to say, hey, your package is
your
stuck
package,
somewhere. In order for you to be able to release it, I'll be like, boy, bye, block, delete, And we've heard from a lot of programs out there that help with securing our information, that if you're getting these emails like this, know that your personal information has been leaked to the black market.
Yes.
So it means that you have to change your
password.
passwords, and don't make like the same similar kind of passwords. I know we fall victim to that because we don't want to forget them, but thank God for our phones now, because they can remember our passwords. Okay, then maybe if you're going to another gadget, then you just have to take that extra step to kind of go back and check what your passwords are. But try and have your passwords changed ever so often. They usually say every 90 days, right?
Yeah, every 90 days.
So that you these scammers, they aren't able to catch up on you, And if they catch one thing, they cannot catch the rest of your life.
Yes.
Because other people have one password for
everything. Yeah.
If you crack one code,
you crack all of them.
All their credit cards.
That's another thing too. Don't use the same password for your bank and this and this. If you're gonna use, let's say you have more than one banks, and if you use a passcode for that bank, but make sure you for other things, change your password for a different one. Yeah. For banks, I think you should have a different passcode for all your bank information. Absolutely. Because you want that to be surprised.
Yeah. So social media as well, and even from friends, you can get emails from people claiming to be your friends, or claiming to be on social media, claiming to be some famous person. I know there's a lot on cryptocurrency.
Yeah, cryptocurrency.
Trading.
I got that email of cryptocurrency, and how that I knew it was a scam, because it has it had my mother with something else, and it was saying this.
They will mix it up somehow.
Somehow, so I'm like, okay,
just like how this person,
and they had Bitcoin
to show that they don't really know me personally, or they were sent by a close person, a close friend, as they claim. Because the church that they have there is not really our church.
Yes.
They have the exact address. Yes, we know the church. We've been to the church, but it's not our church.
Yeah.
So, but yes, they had my address to the T. I give them that. They had my husband's information to the T. I give them that. But there will be certain things that they will not get right.
Yeah.
And even if they get everything right, like we said, because they're able to get your information offline, like for like $5,
easy,
$10, it doesn't mean that you have to be their scapegoat. What I don't want to say scapegoat, but you don't have to be like where they
fall prey.
Prey, yeah, because at the end of the day, they want something out of you.
And one of the things too to also protect yourself. If you do get an email, if you believe it's real, then call the company.
Yeah.
Even
to
double check. Even if you get a phone call, because you got some scammers that will call you as well.
Yeah.
So what you do is, okay, you know what? Let me call you back.
Yeah. Give me the number that I can call.
Yeah.
If they say, oh, we only have outbound numbers, no inbound numbers, okay.
Okay,
thank you.
click.
I will just talk to another person. Thank you very much. Do your due diligence.
Yeah, so that's one thing. If you feel like, okay, you know what,
and your hunch will tell you.
Yeah, your hunch, and that's another thing. Follow your hunches.
Yeah.
Follow your
that's
intuition.
The Holy Spirit.
Yeah, that's follow your intuition. Follow the spirit that's within you. And because they will let you know, and you feel like, you know what, this don't seem right.
Yeah,
but you think it's real because you know you had to do it.
Yeah.
But like, you know what? I don't want to take no chances. Then okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do it right now, but I will get back with you.
Yeah.
I will call or whatever. And so
it is scary times because I just booked a flight right now and I made an error because I'm still not in my best health position. I wasn't well for a couple of days, and I'm making this ticket because I have to book it because time is running out, and I made just a slight error of the dates. And I had to now recall, and I'm scared because it's like the person's like, okay, there's an additional fee because you changed the date, and I'm like, should I give this person my number, my banking information? But I'm the one who called them, so I'm like, okay, I could be safe. You just never know now, And all you could do is just trust God, and that's why when you're making online bookings, make sure you use a credit card because a credit card is protected.
More secure.
Money can be returned, but if you use your debit card, chances are you might not get that money back.
And with a credit card, even if you don't have enough money in there, it's not going to go through. It's going to get denied.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing about a credit card. If you don't have enough money in it, it's going to get denied, so it won't go through.
Yeah. So other examples, common scams would be fake giveaways and prizes. We love free things. I know. Let me tell you, even rich people love free things.
Yes, they love free games.
So those congratulations, you won. Just send your info, emails and text messages.
Did I win?
You did not win anything, okay? Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Did you enter any competition?
Exactly.
No. So how are you winning when you did? Child. Listen, my brother sent me a screenshot. I'm sorry, brother, but I have to say this. A screenshot of something that was clearly a scam. They're telling him that if he puts in a certain amount of money, $350 to be exact, he will get $19,000. From what? From where? Were you trading? Did you do anything to get that money back? Let us be vigilant, guys. We've tried different things out there.
Yes, we tried different things. We know.
From experience.
Yes. Because even sometimes, a lot of Ponzi schemes be like that. They say, "Oh yeah, you give us $350, we get $19,000."
Like play with your mind,
and all you're thinking of, man, that little investment.
And can you imagine him now rounding that off from the rands to dollars? He's like, see, this is over 300,000. I'm thinking, well, enjoy it by yourself. Don't count me in because I'm like, I'm not going to be involved in this. I've been involved in too many of these before.
Yes. They promise you, and so because they feed into your emotions.
And some, like the ones that we were part of that really took our money, Amapanoi, the aeroplanes, the Ponzi schemes, they will make people in your circle win. Some people will win. Some people will get it just to fish you in. And then these people will be like, hi, I got it. Let's give it a try. And then double or triple because you're now greedy, right?
Yeah.
And guess what? Aeroplane is gone.
It's gone.
So, it's got. Ask my mother. My mother has been aeroplaned too many times.
Your mother's not gonna like that. You tell her.
She will not. Yeah, but mom is wiser now. She knows better. that not to play with these people anymore. She knows better. And sometimes you need to get your fingers
You gotta get burned,
in order for you to learn. Because I know when she would come to me, like after being burned several, like maybe 2 or 3 times, I said, Ma, let's rethink this. She said, Ganyami, this one is the one. And I'll be like, okay. Oh no. And then guess what? She will not come back and tell me afterwards once the aeroplane has gone. Let's just be vigilant. I know we want money, but let's just
anything
be
that easy is
if
success don't come that way. Yes, success don't come that way.
And if it looks too good, it's probably not good.
It's not good. Yes, don't come that. It's not like that. You gotta grind. You gotta be diligent. You gotta be determined. You gotta be faithful. You gotta be persistent, and then you eventually get success. But you paying $300 and expecting $19,000 in 3 months. No, that's not gonna. No, that's not
even
real.
3 months.
Yeah, that's
end of the month.
Yeah, no, that's not real. That's not real. That's not realistic.
I have a gentleman.
Unless you training, but you have to know what you're doing. Even if you're a beginner trading, that's luck. Let's say you're trading right, and you do it for the first time. You know, a lot of times your first trade might not win that big because you're still learning.
Right.
So yes,
I have a gentleman who comes. You know, he works. Because I'm in like an office district kind of situation, and he probably works in one of the restaurants, not very far. He's probably in his 60s. He's probably in his 50s, late 50s, but life has toned him down, and he looks over 60 or almost 70. He's probably not there realistically, but you can tell that life has been hard on him. He's a foreigner, of course, and. He came to me this one time when I just started the office. He's like, see, this is what I've been putting in money for the last 5 years every month. I'm like, oh boy, they're scamming this poor old man. And he's like, yeah. And they promised me, they connected me to, guess who? One of the billionaires in America. He keeps repeating his name. They can tell.
Jeff Bezos?
Yes. No, is it Bezos? Who's that guy that
Mark Zuckerberg?
No, there's another one.
Not Elon.
Oh, hell no. I don't think Elon would help anybody.
Bill Gates.
No, who's this other person who's a trader as well?
Trader?
He trades as well in the stock market.
I don't know. Billionaire?
Yeah, billionaire.
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett. And he believes that he's speaking to Warren Buffett.
What?
So
he believe he's speaking to Warren Buffett.
This person,
you never know, maybe. But I'm saying, because you know Warren Buffett.
Then gets
Hammerway, Berkshire. You know that, right?
As a what?
The bank. Berkshire.
Okay, fair enough. But this person has been putting in money for the last 4 years.
Maybe he putting it into the bank.
Okay, now, but
into the investment account.
Hear me out.
But actually, go there.
Hear me out.
Okay.
He's been putting this money for the last 4 years.
To the bank?
To whatever account. I don't know. I didn't ask him because I already...
So maybe he set up an account with
It's not existent. Warren Buffett don't have the time to be speaking to no regular...
No, Warren Buffett is not talking to him.
Exactly.
Yeah, Warren Buffett not talking to him.
So it's a lie already.
Yeah,
that's
Warren
a red
Buffett
flag.
Not, Warren Buffett not
he's
talking
saying
to
this person, because he's been scammed so many times.
It will be maybe one of his brokers, but it won't be Warren Buffett.
But they saying it's him.
No, yeah, that's a scam. That's a scam.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so he's saying he's actually saying it is I've been scammed so many times. I finally got somebody who's been honest with me, and they connected me to Warren Buffett. So this is Warren. This is exactly what he's been saying.
That's not funny though.
It's not. It's actually very sad.
It's sad.
This is Warren Buffett. And Warren Buffett said, I must not share his number with anybody. Fair enough. Warren Buffett wouldn't want his number to be shared with any Tom, Dick, and Harry, right?
That's a red flag right there.
It's a huge red flag.
I don't want my number to be shared.
Don't tell, and they're telling this old man, don't tell anyone, okay? And then they connected him to this other broker who is now willing to sell this poor man his mansion in where did Trump build his hotels and failed?
New York.
And failed?
Miami, Florida.
And failed.
And fell.
In New Jersey.
Oh, Atlantic City.
Thank you. Everybody knows. Atlantic City. So he has this mansion that this broker has there as Airbnb, and is going to sell to this old man. This old man is excited that finally I'm going to leave a legacy for my kids. And he said to me he's gonna give me some money as well to get kickstart my business. I felt that was very generous from the old man.
Yes.
But behind my mind, I'm like, they're lying to this poor man. So he keeps coming for free coffee, free snacks, because our office always has like free whatever. But for our customers, of course. But even if you're not a customer, you can come by and grab something. We don't mind. We're not paying for it anyways. The boss is paying for it. So anyways, don't tell my boss. So anyways, now he comes and he says to me, this is 2 weeks ago. And this was the last time I saw, he came last week. But he was coming like every day before he asked money from me. Yeah. So he's saying to me, because he already promised me to give me some money, right? Of course I didn't believe it. But I'm like, oh, thank you, the best. God bless you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nobody just goes around handing out free money. So he says to me, can you give me $10? I'm going to bring it back because the money's coming in today. I said, sir, they are scamming you. No money's coming in. No. They're not scamming. He went red. He was mad that I'm telling him that he's scamming him. I said, sir, it's okay. I'll pray for you. That when you realize that you're being scammed, that God gives you strength that you don't die. Because he's working hard.
Yes.
And every money he makes, he puts it in this hole. For some greedy person out there, you know. And then last week he came in, my $10 is never mentioning it ever again now. I told myself when I gave it to him that I'm gifting it to him, okay? It's a gift. I'm not even going to ask for it ever. Because now he's scared to come and get free snacks and free coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so he comes in last week, he says, I haven't forgotten about that gift I'm going to give you, right? The money is coming in by the end of this week. It's a new week. It's a new month. Nothing happened. This is back in from December.
Yeah.
Every day the money is coming in. They keep telling him tomorrow, oh, he needs to pay just a little or something to unlock something. There's always something to unlock with these scammers. Be careful. Be careful. The day this old man finds out that he was being scammed all these years, he's probably gonna just faint and die.
Yeah.
You know?
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
So
they gotta be careful. I know when my mom's, I know what she do.
And they like old people too.
Yeah, they love old. And it's sad though. They want to take advantage of older. They target older people. But mom,
especially because they know they're the ones who still have phone. Who has a house phone nowadays?
Yes.
But old people do.
Yes, okay? Old people still do.
Because they don't want to be worried about where's my cell phone, whatever. So they be calling these phone numbers.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, even in America where you can have that system where you can sue them if they call your number, they still call the number. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. But
you can block them not to call. They still call. They don't care.
Like, even like when they call and sometimes they calling you just to hear your voice.
Yeah, and then they're able to clone your voice. So don't be like somebody once said, every family member must have a code. If you're calling me about something like asking for money, because I know my cousin Danda just got scammed just before the end of last year.
Yeah.
This person got in even to our family groups and they were pretending to be Danda. Danda never asked money in that way.
Yeah,
we know how Danda speaks. So when they asked me, I'm like, this cannot be. And I quickly said, send her a text on the side. They already blocked her from having contact with us.
Yes.
So thankfully she had 2 numbers. So we tried to get hold of her on the other number, and all of us in the family put on our WhatsApp blast, WhatsApp messages, to say if Dando contacts you, if Dando, who's not the real Dando, of course, contacts you, it's not the real one. Don't give me your money away. Guess what? Some idiots are already giving their money away. Mm-hmm. For a person that you haven't spoken to in like a year or 2, why would they come and say they want money from you? Like, use this,
But let me tell you though,
Mom's story. Yeah.
Yes, no, it's not a story. Just real quick. Mm-hmm. But what she does, right? Because she don't trust her. She when they call her, she changed the voice. She changed the voice.
That's smart, Mom. Keep it up.
She changed the voice.
She'll be like,
yeah. What? I don't know how she do it, but I know she changed the voice
Mom
in a deep or whatever. I tell my God give her wisdom, boy. Yeah. God definitely give her wisdom.
Mama's smart. Mama's smart.
These people always call it, and they do. They know when to call you. So they be starting like 8 o'clock in the morning and start.
And you know what? Because another common one is phone calls. Like you're saying, they clone like your
voice.
your friends' numbers as well.
Yes.
Or local numbers.
Yes, yes.
So like for example, I use an out of state number.
Yeah.
And so I know when those calls come in, like,
We know bill collectors do that
whatever.
as well.
And bill collectors do
Yes,
that.
but
yeah.
you know, another thing too, they're trying to confuse you, you know, so
To
that
think it's a local number,
a local number, so
somebody-
you'll pick up. But me, one of the things though, how I know is not someone that I know because most people that I talk to,
I
my
save
number's
their
saved. Yeah,
contacts,
I know their
exactly.
name,
Yeah.
so it's not.
If you're not saved, then you're not important.
Yeah, you're not important. Yeah, if you're not saved.
Sorry.
Unless I forgot, I'm not gonna say.
If
Or
you're
they
not
change their
saved-
number.
Okay, if you change your number.
Or you change the number.
Or I blocked you and decided to unblock you.
But most people I know, their number is saved.
Right.
If I had their number, they give it to me.
If you're important, I would have your number
Yeah,
saved.
I will have your number saved.
Right?
Yes.
Yep. The one is online scamming, shopping scams. We know that's a big one, especially when it's like peak shopping seasons where we have websites that have duplicated themselves to the normal websites.
Yes. They clone the websites. Yes.
I had a situation where when I was looking for the Christmas tree, I went to where we bought these shares again, Wayfair.
Wayfair.
Is it
Yes,
Wayfair?
I think.
And then they had like really nice Christmas trees.
Yes.
So I thought, only to find it was a scam email thingy. How do I know? Thank God my phone was able to pick it up.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
it then flagged the red that this is a
Yes,
dangerous
yes.
site. You know, then I was like, oh, bye. So now I cannot even go into Wayfair because for some reason I cannot
Wayfair.
when I'm using it on my phone.
Oh,
when
okay.
I'm clicking that because of these cloned
website. 'Cause even
websites.
like with me, that when I got scammed, it actually when I clicked it, it actually went to the website.
Yeah, but a
To
cloned
the-
one.
It was a clone one. And then when I went back into it, it flagged it. But they already had my information already.
Yeah.
So that's how they
And most people fall for it because they look so
it
similar.
looked so real. It was
And then you click-
actually the motor vehicle website.
Yeah.
But it was cloned.
Can you imagine a whole DMV?
Old DMV website.
You know, and so they're able to get your card numbers because you're giving it to them
Yes.
freely. You're
Yes.
punching it in, and then they say they will deliver. You expecting your package to come. Package never comes. Package to come. When you go back, the site is gone.
Yes.
Or when you
yes.
go back, you try to call the number goes to nowhere. So let's be careful in romance scams. A lot of American women, British women, European women. I don't know about African women. Do they target them?
I don't know. I don't think so. Unless they want to come to South Africa.
Anyway,
Unless they want to come to South Africa.
there's a lot of romance scams out there. All we're saying is that just be careful because strangers online pretending to be in love with you,
Yes.
think twice.
Catfish.
We know that there's a lot of catfishing.
Catfishing.
Yes, because there's a lot of online dating sites out
Yes,
there. And
yes.
listen, online dating sites, some of them are legit. We met
Yeah, we
online.
met online.
We know a lot of couples who met online, and their love is blossoming and blooming and beautiful, and it's been there for years. But does it mean that all of it out there is safe? Not at all. Just be careful. Want to see the person on video. I don't know. They can clone videos now with
Yes,
the
they
AI.
can. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. So
It's
but-
getting tricky.
Yeah, it's because you could do the filters and all that kind of stuff, even with the FaceTime. Yeah, you could do the filters. But again, though, now if you doing online dating, right? You do want to meet the person eventually. You actually want to meet her, especially let's
Don't
say.
be sending money to a stranger.
Yeah, don't send money. No, don't send money. If you're not married, so don't. You should be sending money anyway. Your money is your money. His money, her money. Whatever, it's your money. You don't send no money if you're not married. We're not married, so I'm not sending you no money. I don't care. We're not married. Only if we married. We married, then you get my money. We still dating. You don't get the money.
And so you know, when we were dating, I got 0.
I'm saying if we go out,
and 0.
but I'm saying that's the only way. That's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You know,
no, it's a safe way.
It's a safe way.
Absolutely,
You know,
especially online,
Oh,
especially
on-
nowadays.
Yeah, but you don't. Now, if you're going out, yes, you treat the woman. Men, if you're a man, you treat the woman. You're going out, you treat her out to eat. You know,
No 50-50 nonsense.
no 50-50. No, you treat her out to eat. I don't care if it's the first date, second date, third date, fourth date, fifth date. The man always treat the woman. Always treat the woman. That's how it should be. The man always treat the woman. But again,
don't be dating those bums
don't be
who can't afford it. Buy your meal.
Don't be paying nobody rent, mortgage, car note when you're not married. You're not married. You got your own bills to pay for. You don't do none of that. You got your bills to pay for.
Don't be buying love.
Yes, don't buy love. If you gotta buy love, it's not love. Yeah. It's not love. Because what happens, you do get married. No, it's not love. So if you gotta buy it, it's not love.
You can help your man out or your woman out once you're in a union.
Yes, marriage union. A marriage union. Then you can help that person out. But yeah, but another thing too, I like the online dating, so I'm for it. And
because he cannot share, he could not say "Olo sisi." He could not come to me directly and say, "Hey, beautiful."
No, I can't approach the person.
So online dating is good.
Yeah, it's good for me. Yeah, I'm an introvert, extrovert. I always say I'm an introvert, extrovert. So online dating is good for me. Even like with the like speaking, I'm a coach and I'm a trainer. I'm a slide person. I'm presentation. So even like with the presentation on the slide.
Okay, let's get back to
but
the business of the day.
Yes. But the thing is, so I'm for the online dating. But again, don't be so vulnerable. Don't be so easy.
Don't be so gullible.
Don't be so gullible. Communicate, talk to the person, and then eventually you do want to see the person, not just on FaceTime. You want to get to know them. You want to spend time with their family. You want to or his or her family. You want to see her. You want to see that person outside of their house. You want to see them around their home, or him or her. You want to see.
Let's bring it down.
And even with the businesses as well, like when people like people that got scammed, like with your brother, I don't want.
You're not scammed yet. I mean, it's an offer to scam.
Yeah, it's an offer, but
offer to be scammed.
I don't want to scare people and say like you shouldn't take
advantage.
Risks.
Okay.
It's okay to take risks. This is how you learn.
But be calculated.
Be calculated. And another thing
and don't be asking people to take a risk.
Yes.
You risk with your own money.
Yes. And another thing too, we want to take risks, but the risk should be smart. That should be a red flag. Somebody say you give me 300 and you're gonna make 19,000 in a month. That's no business you can make. It's hard to make 19,000 a month. No, that's a anomaly. That's because you had some millionaires that was made during COVID-19. Yeah. But that was an anomaly. That's don't happen that
All
quick.
Right, let's bring it down. Why are scams so dangerous as we're closing off? People can steal your money. We went very deep into that. They can steal your identity and they can steal your personal data. And they can hack your bank accounts. They can hack your accounts and use them against you. Yes. I know when it comes to IRS, because like I said, I'm a tax preparer. We have IRS has been using people to have something called IP PIN to protect their personal information.
Yes, I have that as well.
Either if your taxes have had some issue in the past or somebody has tried to use your information, IRS always just say use an IP PIN so nobody can use your social security and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So things like for example, even with my nobody can use my credits without me knowing, because I have them on have them frozen, where if I were to use credit in any way, I would have to call the bureaus to say, hey, can you unfreeze me for a couple of hours? Because I've had someone use my social in the past, and so I don't trust nobody. So because of that...
You're right. Your credit is very important.
Yeah, and because people can buy like big purchases on you, and it's going to be on you, right? So some scams can even blackmail victims. We've seen this young white boy, actually, not even a white boy in his teens, who was scammed by these two young Nigerian boys and at the end they extradited them back to the United States. They serving a couple, I don't know how many years sentence, but they're serving a nice amount of sentence, because the boy ended up unaliving himself, the young boy, because they were threatening to expose his nude pictures that he was sharing with a girlfriend. How they able to retrieve these things, God knows. But let's just play it safe. Don't be exchanging information like that online because they are able to access it. So how to stay safe? Never click on suspicious links.
Yes,
I'm going to say this again and again because this is more and more common. It comes in your text messages. It comes in your emails. It comes in various forms. Don't click on links that you do not know because that link could be a virus. First of all,
it could be a virus
that could damage your gadgets. Or it could be a link taking you to a site like they took my husband, God knows to where. Verify emails and messages before responding. Don't just respond to every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Yes.
Verify. Sometimes the email is just missing one letter. Sometimes they add like a number. Something is off.
Yes.
It's not usually what it looks like. And then only buy from trusted websites.
Yes.
Only buy from trusted websites. If you have the app, even better. Don't be going to Google and typing something if you want to buy. Have that app rather, and use the app instead of just going off by Google because they can buy Google space now. These scammers, they can buy Google space, and you find them saying sponsoring or sponsored by. That's advertised. They bought that space.
Yeah, but if it's trusted, I'm not gonna say don't go Google because I do have a website and I want people to go on my website.
Yeah, but verify.
Huh?
Verify.
Yeah, that is real. So
that's what I'm saying. Verify. What I'm saying is if there's apps, like if you, for example, Amazon, I'm making an example because they will use big companies like your Amazon.
Yes.
If you have an app, use an app rather than going off to Google.
And even
because
like
sometimes we're rushed, we're going, okay, Amazon, and then you're using that sponsored site, which was bought by a scammer.
Yeah, and another thing too, that when the website is trusted when they got the SSL, you know when it's
locked. But they can create that too. These people are smart.
Yeah, but you know what? When you got the lock thing, that also another thing too. Even like with the links in the text message, I give you that you don't want to click on the links. But now, when you're on a phone with the individuals and they send you a link, because now you're on a phone with a credit, maybe you're on a phone with a bill, and they send you a link for security reasons. But
That's
you're on the
different.
phone with them. Yeah, you're on the phone with them. So that's okay to click a link in the text message because you know that's them.
And it's for security purposes
Yes.
as well when they send you that to make sure that they're speaking to the right person.
Yeah.
Okay. Lastly, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably
It's not. It's probably not true.
probably is.
It probably is. Yes, it probably is.
So the internet should be a fun and safe place for everyone, right? But we all need to be careful. I mean, we cannot emphasize this enough. If you or someone you know is experiencing cyberbullying or a scam, don't stay silent, just like we have not stayed silent. I am about to read my letter. Report it and talk to someone who can help, right? I was told not to report it to the cops or anything, but anonymous, I'm sorry to tell you this, it's been reported. This is the letter. February 2nd, it came, they typed it to me from anonymous. No subject matter. I want to Siza Chaplin. I want you to read this message very carefully. Very bad English, by the way. And that for me was like, I take offense, okay? At least you could have checked your spelling. and then he says, continues and says, and keep the secret with you till further notice. I'm scared. You have no need knowing who I am, where I'm from, till I make a space for us to see. See, that English is not Englishing. I have been paid $8,000 in advance to terminate you with some reasons listed to me by my employer. If my life is that cheap, I need to do better. It's one I believe you call a friend. See, that's what we're talking about, that they will make you now doubt your circle.
Yeah.
I followed you closely for a week and 3 days now. Why does it have to be 3 days?
Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Come on. And I've seen that you're innocent of the accusations. Oh, thank Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Terminator. Do not contact the police too late, or FBI.
Too late.
Or try to send a copy of this to them. If you do, I'll know. Tell me how you'll know. Because I could have used my husband to go to the cops or contact FBI. Tell me how you would know. And I'll know, and might be pushed to do what I've been paid for. Go ahead. Take me off. I'll be happy. I have no what bills to worry about after that. Listen, you'll be doing me a favor. Shoo. Child. And then he continues and says, besides, this is the first time I'm turning out to be a betrayer in my job. Well, watch your back, because I've already exposed you. You're probably your employer is watching this episode as we speak. If you've married, and then he goes and continues and says, you're married to Leonard. And for more clarity, here's your home address. Of course, I'm not going to tell you, right? Beep, beep, my home address. And then he says, and has your church address. Like beep. We said, that's not our address. And other valid information about you, including your pictures. I have a lot of my pictures too online, so good job. And that of Leonard, your husband. I wait to hear from you on this matter within the next 24 hours. It was sent on the 2nd of February. The day of our recording today is...
It's the 9th.
Yeah.
It's 7 days later.
7 days later.
And they ain't responding nothing.
And that's and then he says, and that is if you appreciate and love your existence. I love my existence.
I love it.
To the core.
I love it.
To the core.
I love it.
And they close off by saying, you're so lucky. I watch your podcast on YouTube. And we'd like to say to you, thank you for being... for increasing our views, and thank you for being subscribed. Subscribe, Mr. Anonymous.
Subscribe. Like the video, comment.
You better.
Yes, share the video, all that. Yes, help.
And maybe give it to your employer.
Yes, give it to the employer. Yes, and everyone else. Those that are watching, this is the perfect opportunity to subscribe, to like, to comment.
Give us a thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up. If you're listening to the audio, please follow us. Rate us on Spotify. Rate us on Apple Podcasts. Leave a review. All that kind of stuff. It does help us.
And do tell us what you think. Have you been scammed before? Do you know anybody that had been scammed before?
Yes.
Share some of these things.
Yes,
with us.
share it. This is how we learn.
We just shared our experience as well, which are for real. We did not make this up. This is a real. You cannot make this up.
Yes.
And thank you for tuning in. See you in the next video. Take care. God bless you.
Deuces. Peace.